All right. Sorry about that, folks. I had a project that needed to be done right now. As someone is... Uh-oh. I hit the wrong button. There we go. Somebody's coming over later this evening to pick it up. So unfortunately I missed that whole last match. As they are completely through the second round of the A side and working their way through the B. Scott Davis versus Martin Raymond. Martin Raymond right out here from Chilliwack, BC. He has the Next Level Pool Facebook site. Did some streaming yesterday on a tournament out of their place, actually. Martin's a tall fella, so stretching usually isn't too much of a problem for him. He'd like that to stop about a half ball earlier. It's alright, he can still make this work, thin that 6 in, and he'll end up perfect on the 1. Just needs to make sure he doesn't lose control of it and let it go past the 9. Oh, I thought it might have gone on the other side of the 9, but all good. Just got to reset. Just got to reset a couple of things as Martin knocks down the first 8 ball to take a 1-0 lead. Chat in YouTube as well, so that everybody can find the challenge bracket. There you go. How to get to be 6 o'clock already? You're just zipping through the day. Scott gonna come 2 rails around and break that 11 free. That'll work. Everything else goes, so it's just a matter of getting that cue ball where it needs to be. All depends on your angles here. I think taking the 11 makes more sense because you can pick the 13 next He's got good angle, so he should be able to go into the rail and back out towards the foot spot there for the 14 or the 9. He'd like the 9 if he can get it now. He should be able to draw off the 9, use the 5 to bump the cue ball out a little bit. No, he elects to take the 14 with a little bit of left siding to check it. He's a little light. He would have liked to have come inside the foot spot on that one. But he's worked it out, and he's almost perfect on the 8. To draw even at 1, Mr. Davis knocks the 8 bottom left corner. So we'll go over who's left on the A side. Curtis George, Lito Attendido, Doug Loeb, Yen Lam, Sonny Rattan. Took out Mason, Mackey. Oh, he got a bye into that round. There you go. That's why he didn't beat somebody in the first round. He got a bye. Tony Jacobs and Deepak Hemnani. Don Davidson will face Iris Wang. Oh, she did good to beat Utkarsh Zoting there. He's a decent player. Joe Silva will be playing Sasha Cotaccini. Stephen Folan's still in there. Up against Scott Chalmers. John Hunter will face Neil Ram. And we're back to the table. They've just broke. Dry break, and that'll bring Martin to the table. Wide open table. You don't see a you don't see an 8-ball break on these 7-foot tables that's usually this well dispersed. You usually get them clumping back up together at some point. It's just got the speed right for the table to break them apart and keep them there. Oh, that might be a little funny. Yeah, he's got nothing there now. Might see the 6. He'll play the 6 off the 9. Oh no, he had the 6 clean. Oh, I thought that 3-ball was hooking him there. Straight top, come up just past the 8. No, he drew it out. That'll work. Actually, it made it even better. It cleared the 10 out of the way of the 7. So he can play the 7 now. If he can play the 7, hold for the 5, he can use the 3 to get on the 8. It's a little steep. Might be a little tough. Because when you hold for the 5, you want to hold on this side. Oops, that's not going to work. You want to hold on this side of that 5. Sorry, I hit the button again. You wanted to be on this side of the 5. That's okay. You just change your plan. He'll work. And now just drawing off that 5, or depending on the angle, he might be able to go in and then back. It's a little risky because you do have to get past that 10. Oh, he elected to just come over to this side of the table, shoot the 8 in the bottom right corner pocket. Martin's hitting him well today. And the 11 ball made that a big pocket for Martin. He'll lead 2-1. He's halfway to his goal. Shooting pretty good today. Scott's going to have a hard time getting past him if he keeps shooting like this. On the B side, moving forward already as Paul Comte took out Brie Garcia. Utkarsh Zoting took out Catherine Robinson 6-1, and Chris Makla sent Joko Yalong back home 6-2. As you can see, the tables that are running right now: Sean versus John, Dave versus Sean, Mike versus Stefan, Dave versus Jacob, and Scott versus Martin. Speaking of which, it's Martin's break, rack number 4. Oh, not too bad. But it is dry, so Scott gets first crack at it. Low balls, well, you know what? To be honest with you, neither one of them is bad. If you take the 11 before the 13, well, I'm going on the assumption that the 4 ball is going to be out of the way in a minute. The 13 might go past the 5 and the 1 anyway. But no, Scott's going to... Oh, don't tell me that rolled up to the corner of that horn. If he's hooked on the 1, this could be a bit of an unlucky break. I think he is, or he'd be down shooting the 1 already. Oh, he's not sure. It's one of those ones that's so fuzzy, you're not quite positive you can see it, get by it. And he gave it a go. Shot pretty quick there. Sometimes that works though, shooting pretty quick. You don't give your brain in time to get in the road of your instincts. It can work against you though. Sometimes you need that extra second to fine tune it. It's all situation dependent and person dependent. I like to take a little bit more time. Was Martin gonna mess up that pocket? No, kept it out. So Scott with a thin 2 ball to get going again. Doesn't have to worry about the scratch with the 15 and the 1 in the road. Does want to try and get the weight right so he's not... Oh, he went the other way. Well, he's left Martin that 10 to get going now. I should take the 10 and just roll up and play the 12 afterward. Nope, he'll be taking the 9. I thought he was going to get by the 14 as well, so I think he might have thought he was going to as slide past there too. Scott with the 3. He's got to do something with that 6-7 now. I think he's going to try and come into it right now. I don't believe that 7 goes by the 6. He's going to have to try and cheat the 2 and draw into it to move them. This will require very good cue ball control. Little miscue there. Happens. It happened to Albin Ocean in the World Cup. Martin has a good escape ball with that 9 hanging there, so he could get on the hill finishing these out. And he'll want to leave that 9 till last. He can always play the 8 in this side. Combination required. He's shooting pretty straight today. I'm pretty impressed, actually. It's got lots of room with that 12. You might as well take it now. All right. Oh, you've gone too far. Oh, well, it is what it is. You got to cut it in. You're going to have shape on the 8. You're not going to be short. Sorry, you're not going to scratch off that. Scott with an opportunity to get level, or to get level. Rattles a 6 and he'll give it up. Martin's not going to miss that 8. Got a couple of clusters there now, but top left to run the cue ball around the table. Maybe just left. No, he drew it back. Huh, not a bad idea. The 3 ball's right there. Got to work that 6 free somehow, though. Might do it right off of this. Just a little bit below center. No, he's going forward. That didn't make it better. I think he could still squeeze the 2 in. But it's got to be at that pace where it slips off the rail instead of bounces. Seems to be there's a little pace that's not too slow, not too fast, but... Oh, and he puts the 1 off 2 horns. We'll be right back. Okay, just had to switch laundry over. I know. Nobody wanted to hear that, but I feel like I got to give an explanation as to why I wasn't there. So, Martin's still on his case rack. I'm not sure he can... He doesn't really have a single rail attack on this. He's got to go 2 rails. Well, it depends on how close he is to the 8. If he can shoot it that way past the 8, then he's got the 1 rail. He could kick at it this way as well with a little bit of siding, but that would be hard to judge. Well, he didn't miss it by much, but he did miss it. So Scott, with one more opportunity to make this go his way, will probably put the ball around on the other side, shoot the 15 in the side. Well, looks to me like that's a 14 trying to get back for the 13, so he'll go back and forth across the table. Nope. I would have liked playing shape on the 8 from either the 11 or the 10, but it looks like he's going to take care of both of them right now. Doesn't want to be straight in. You can cheat the pocket from there, though. You've got a little bit of angle. That'll work. That should give him a little bump to get off the rail to cue the 12. No. Wow. Managed to cheat the pocket and hold the cue ball straight. I thought for sure it had a little bit of angle into the rail and could pop out a bit. Now just don't worry about anything. Just picture that ball going in. There you go. 3-2. Stays alive. Came close to losing it in that rack. But I think it's Martin's break now. Yep. Scott's easily capable of running out a rack or two here or there. Last match starts at 10:30 tonight, the last round. We might shut it down at 10:30 and just let the stream play. That way I can get up and be refreshed first thing tomorrow morning. I do have another meeting at 8 o'clock tonight where I will have to be vacant away from the mic. As well, my daughter arrives in about 20 minutes, so that'll take me away from the mic for a few minutes as well. Martin breaking to advance. Is the 14 gonna go or is it gonna hang up? It's gonna stop. Dry break, and look at that. It's beautiful. Couple of small little issues. The 6 ball's a problem for low ball. The 9 ball and the 10 ball for high ball. The 15 ball goes past the 5 into this bottom right corner. Scott stepping up, taking no time at all. Combos the 6 into the 9. He'll take high ball. He's just trying to figure out how he can get on that 10. You don't want to leave that 10 ball till the last ball, but you might be stuck now. Oh no, he's gonna go after it right now. 10 in the side. Did he get lucky with the 15? Does it still go past? I can't tell. He didn't react negatively, so that might still slide by. If it does, it's going right now because it's so tight. You don't want to be any further away from it. Oh, slide's got a funny little roll at the end there. That's going to be interesting how he takes care of this. I mean, he's gone for it. It's out there now. You could bank it and just run the cue ball after it. It's a thought. I don't know whether it's a good thought, but it's a thought. Your odds of making any shot right now are low. Right? It's tough to play safe in 8-ball when you've got this many balls on the table, because even if you do leave him a bad leave, he's not going to take an offensive shot and he's just going to try and put you in a worse position. So if he can bank this long corner and then bring the cue ball 2 rails out to the 13, I mean, it's going to go there anyway. Oh, I think that's my daughter arriving. I'll be right back. Nope, somebody else said another unit. Doesn't matter. It's all good. Well, that could have been worse. Martin will try and open up that corner pocket, and he does so with gusto, pushing that 11 ball out of the way. Uh-oh. Don't let that cue ball get too close. Well, he's got the two in the corner. Oh, a little miscue. Those short pokey strokes will make you do that once in a while. Hey, thanks, Mike. Thanks, Brenda. Much appreciated. I wonder why that's not showing up. Did I not reset the, Oh, I didn't reset the stream. Brent, but in that hour, are you going to talk about 8-ball? I'm just curious. Oh, there it is. There it's coming up. It takes so long for this stuff to talk to each other. Thanks, Brenda. No problem. 3-3. Scott clawing his way back into it. but it's Martin to the table, trying to end it. He's got a few more opportunities. 3 to be exact. I kind of like low ball if I can move the 6 by shooting the 3. But the 15 there makes that kind of tough. But highball's not a bad decision either. There's nothing wrong with highball. It's probably a little easier. Oh, don't get him behind the 13. Well, immediately he's in trouble. Can bank the 12 cross side. But he's tight to that 13. Can't see the 11. 15 doesn't go anywhere. Yeah. He could cut the 12 down the rail, or he can bank it cross side. If you bank it cross side, it's going to be close to the 7. Might be difficult to get it past there. Martin's a computer whiz. Just knocked the 7 in. Give Scott a turn at the table. The 1 ball is a problem for him. Oh, Scott's gonna settle in on the 3 nicely. This will push the 6 out. What will he have left, though? This might be tricky. He needs to either go right through it or slide on by the 15. He's gonna slide on by the 15. This will give him the 2. 1 ball does not go by the 14. He's got to move it. He's going to draw off the 2 to get to this. Oh, spinning around, trying to move everything, but he gets right up on the 1. If it weren't for bad luck today, Scott wouldn't have any luck at all. Martin with some work to do if he wants to move forward. He's going to start with the 14. Watch the cue ball. Should miss the 12, but just barely. And into too far into the kitchen. The 13 ball is going to be his only out from here. Got to watch the scratch in the side. Need to roll past it. Nice shot. He's just over-rolling a couple of things just a little bit, but he's got the escape ball. The 15's still there. He wants to come back over by the 8 ball and play the 10 next. Got to get rid of that 10. Oh, and somehow the 15 off the 6 in the side. When you're getting the rolls, you're getting the rolls. Just overrunning it a little bit. On that one, it would have been better to stay short. Oh, was he going to get... Oh, I thought he was going to tuck in behind the 11 and hook him. That would have just been evil. Don't be on the 50-yard line. He's going to bank that back towards the side. That'll bring the cue ball over here. If he misses that side, he's got to lag it in there to stop the 10 ball going in that bottom right corner pocket as we look at the table. Oh, no. No. Oh, that was a nice cut down the rail. But Scott, or Martin, just wasn't able to come out of it. And Scott staying alive for another rack. Rack number 8. Scott gets this. We'll go hill. Be a tough one to get that far down the lane or down the race and lose for either player. It's dry, folks. Scott to the table with the first opportunity. If Scott can see the 13, I'd use it to clear out the space for the 9 right now. I mean, I know the 14's there, but you can go from the 14 to the 9. I didn't expect him to come that side of the 5 and 8, though. I thought he'd come through between the 9 and 8. Working it out. Oh, off both horns of that corner pocket. Martin needs to deal with the 4 somehow. If he can get down there and play the 7 off the 12, that'd be the easiest way of doing it. And I'd use that 3 right now. Use the 3, a little bit of right hand side to get on the other side of the 9. Play the 9 off the, or the 7 off the 12 in the corner. Stay there for the 6. You can use the 6 to the 1 to the 4 to the 8. I have great plans and great execution while I'm sitting here. It loses something in the translation when I try and go do it. There you go. A little less. Well, the angle on the 3 didn't improve much. He may try and get the 3 cue ball over there. Oh, you're banking the 4 then. Yeah, bank the 4. Just draw the cue ball back. Oh, now you're going forward. Oh, but he's made it. And with perfect shape. Wow. Oh, would have liked to have rolled further. Would have liked to have rolled closer to the 12 for this. Cue ball's going to go for a bit of a ride. It's not that thin, but it's just so close. It's actually thinner than you'd think. Oh, needs to stop. Needs to stop. Just slides by the 9. He's gonna go get the short stick. I can almost guarantee it. No, is he gonna kick at it? Kicking's a bit of a lost art these days, but he is gonna kick at it. I like it. Gotta be just before the half. Oh, a little bit of a miss, but he did play a great bank on the 4. Oh no, instant replay messed up. Oh boy. Okay. I'll try and re-add instant replay. We'll see if we can't use that again. Sometimes I need to restart it. Oh, I know, Brenda. He's just overrunning a few things. He maybe just a little bit of nerves, putting a little bit of adrenaline into it, and he's just getting a little longer. You know, but then he fell a little short on the ball before that, right? Before he, like the ball before he shot the 7. He needed to come out another inch towards the 12, but he wouldn't have had that angle, could have kept control of it. Yeah. And then he nails that combination, right? Oh, he didn't call it. Oh, okay. I didn't see that. I was, strangely enough, reading a work email. Martin with another opportunity. Nothing obvious, though. Wow. I mean, he can start. It's... Where does he go after this? It's not a bad place to leave the cue ball. Oh, he's left the 1. He didn't mean to leave the 1, and he's put the 14 in a bad spot. That might come back to bite him later on. See if Martin can hold it there for the 3. He almost caromed the 1 in. The 4-7-1 is wired now. If he gets back to it. Scott is going to have some work to do with that 14, though. Oh, no. It's a rough day at the office, folks. Sometimes happens. Oh, Martin needs that 2 ball to get clear, and I don't think it did. He's got the 3 ball. Cut that in the side. Send your cue ball around to get the 2 out of the way. Oh, that's not going to have the speed. It's just going to make it worse. Gave it a tiny little bump. Can he cut the 4 in? No, he's comboed the 7. And I'm not sure that goes anywhere. That looks tricky. He didn't call that bank, did he? Oops. This is going to be tricky. You're always worried about accidentally cutting the 8 ball in. He's going to cross corner it, so he should be okay. Might double kiss it, though. Oh, and just missed it on the way by. Ooh, that'll be a ball in hand for Scott. To get on the hill, he's got to get out. Got a pretty good roadmap to get out, though. The 14, the 11, 10 or 12, depending on which one you land on. 9 and 8. Just can't get too blasé about it. You still got to focus and give each shot the attention it deserves. So easy to say. Well, you might want to play the 9 first this time. Ooh, he was able to chip it in the side of the pocket. That'll get it done. So claws back to hill. No, that was he was on the hill. That was it for the match. Sorry, I wasn't cluing in. He was at 5. Wow, nicely done, Scott. Good recovery. Okay, we'll start again in a few minutes. I'll just get another match sent to me, and we'll be right back. Thanks very much for tuning in, folks. See you in a few minutes.